Module 2, Scrum Roles and Responsibilities. Scrum Roles, Product Owner, Scrum Master, Development Team. 1. Scrum is a framework for Agile software development that is based on a set of values, principles, and practices. It defines three main roles that work together as a team to deliver high-quality software in an iterative and incremental manner. 2. Product Owner. The product owner is responsible for maximizing the value of the product by defining and prioritizing the product backlog, which is a list of requirements, features, and enhancements that need to be developed. The product owner represents the stakeholders and ensures that their needs and expectations are met. 3. Scrum Master. The Scrum Master is responsible for facilitating the Scrum process and ensuring that the team follows the Scrum framework. The Scrum Master helps the team to identify and remove any obstacles that may prevent them from delivering the product increment in a timely and effective manner. 4. Development Team. The development team is responsible for delivering a potentially releasable increment of the product at the end of each sprint. The development team is self-organizing and cross-functional, meaning that it has all the necessary skills and expertise to design, develop, test, and deliver the product. The development team collaborates with the product owner and the Scrum Master to plan, execute, and review the sprint. Responsibilities of each role. Here are the specific responsibilities of each role in the Scrum framework. Product Owner. 1. Creates and maintains the product backlog. 2. Prioritizes items in the product backlog based on business value and stakeholder needs. 3. Defines the acceptance criteria for each item in the product backlog. 4. Works with the development team to clarify requirements and resolve any issues or questions that arise during development. 5. Accepts or rejects each item in the product backlog based on whether it meets the acceptance criteria. Scrum Master. 1. Facilitates the Scrum process and ensures that the team follows the Scrum framework. 2. Helps the team to identify and remove any obstacles that may prevent them from delivering the product increment in a timely and effective manner. 3. Encourages the team to improve and adapt the Scrum process through continuous feedback and retrospectives. 4. Facilitates Scrum events such as the sprint planning, daily Scrum, sprint review, and sprint retrospective. 5. Helps the product owner to refine and prioritize the product backlog. Development Team. 1. Designs, develops, tests, and delivers a potentially releasable increment of the product at the end of each sprint. 2. Self-organizes to determine how to best achieve the sprint goal. 3. Estimates the effort required to complete each item in the product backlog. 4. Collaborates with the product owner to refine and clarify requirements. 5. Collaborates with the Scrum Master to identify and resolve any obstacles that may prevent them from delivering the product increment in a timely and effective manner. 6. Holds a daily Scrum to update each other on progress and plan the day ahead. Collaboration and communication in Scrum. Collaboration and communication are essential aspects of the Scrum framework. Here's how they work in each of the Scrum roles. Product Owner. 1. Collaborates with the development team to clarify requirements and ensure that the product backlog is aligned with stakeholder needs. 2. Communicates regularly with stakeholders to gather feedback and adjust priorities as needed. 3. Works with the Scrum Master to ensure that the development team has a clear understanding of the product backlog and the acceptance criteria. Scrum Master. 1. Facilitates collaboration and communication within the Scrum team by organizing Scrum events and encouraging continuous feedback and retrospectives. 2. Helps the product owner and the development team to communicate effectively by ensuring that the product backlog is clear and that requirements are well understood. 3. Facilitates collaboration and communication with stakeholders by ensuring that they are informed of progress and invited to participate in Scrum events as appropriate. Development Team. 1. Collaborates with the product owner to clarify requirements and ensure that the product backlog is well understood. 2. Communicates regularly with the Scrum Master to identify and resolve any obstacles that may prevent them from delivering the product increment in a timely and effective manner. 3. collaborates with stakeholders as needed to gather feedback and ensure that their needs are being addressed. 4. Holds a daily scrum to update each other on progress and plan the day ahead. Overall, collaboration and communication are critical to the success of Scrum. By working together as a team and maintaining open lines of communication, the Scrum team can deliver high-quality software that meets stakeholder needs and expectations. Module 3. Scrum Artifacts. Scrum Artifacts: Product Backlog, Sprint Backlog, Increment. Scrum is an agile framework used in software development to manage complex projects. Scrum has 3 primary artifacts that are essential for effective project management. Product Backlog. The product backlog is an ordered list of all the work that needs to be done in a project. It is a single source of requirements for any changes to be made to the product. The product owner is responsible for maintaining the product backlog and ensuring that it is up to date. The product backlog items are prioritized by the product owner based on their value to the product. Sprint Backlog. The sprint backlog is a subset of the product backlog and contains the work that the development team plans to complete during a single sprint. The sprint backlog is created during the sprint planning meeting, where the team selects the product backlog items that they will work on during the sprint. The sprint backlog is updated daily during the daily Scrum meeting. Increment. The increment is the sum of all the product backlog items completed during a sprint and the increments of all previous sprints. At the end of each sprint, the development team delivers a potentially releasable product increment, which is a working version of the product that includes all the completed product backlog items. The increment must meet the definition of done, which is a shared understanding of what it means for a product backlog item to be considered done. These 3 artifacts work together to provide a clear picture of the work that needs to be done, the work that is currently being worked on, and the progress made towards the project's goals. Creating and managing product backlog. The product backlog is a key artifact in Scrum, which contains an ordered list of all the work that needs to be done in a project. The product backlog is managed by the product owner, who is responsible for ensuring that it is up to date, prioritized, and visible to everyone involved in the project. Here are the steps for creating and managing a product backlog. Identify and prioritize product backlog items. The product owner works with stakeholders to identify the requirements, features, and user stories that need to be developed. The product owner then prioritizes these items based on their value to the product and the needs of the stakeholders. Write clear and concise product backlog items. The product owner writes product backlog items that are clear, concise, and measurable. The items should be written in a way that is easy for the development team to understand and estimate. Estimate the effort required. The development team estimates the effort required to complete each product backlog item. This helps the product owner to prioritize the items based on their effort and value. Refine the product backlog. The product owner refines the product backlog continuously based on feedback from stakeholders, the development team, and changing business needs. The product owner may add, remove, or reprioritize items as needed. Review the product backlog regularly. The product owner reviews the product backlog regularly with stakeholders and the development team to ensure that it remains up to date and relevant to the project goals. This helps to identify any changes that need to be made to the product backlog. Ensure visibility. The product owner ensures that the product backlog is visible to everyone involved in the project. This helps to ensure that everyone has a clear understanding of the work that needs to be done and the progress being made towards the project goals. By following these steps, the product owner can create and manage a product backlog that is prioritized, up to date, and visible to everyone involved in the project. This helps to ensure that the project stays on track and that the team is working on the most valuable features at any given time.